Hi, my name is Don Frank with F4 Customs. Today we're going to show you how to install your new F4 Customs 1500 Goldwing windshield. To do that, you're going to just need a couple tools. You're going to need a small Phillips head screwdriver and a large Phillips head screwdriver and a pan or some container that you can keep the parts in as you take the parts off the motorcycle. So let's get started. What we need to do first is take the rubber boot here around the mirror and peel it back. So just grab the boot, slowly peel it back off, hold it back like this, and then down underneath of this trim there is a small tab, it's a finger tab. Just grab it and pull it back like this, and this trim piece will come loose. Then the adjustment mechanism on the inside, the lever that allows you to tighten and loosen your windshield, grab it and raise it up. That will allow the Phillips screw to move forward and make it more accessible for your Phillips head screwdriver. Come in with your Phillips head screwdriver, remove this screw, and then what you'll do is you'll do the same thing on the other side. And that will let the front trim piece be loose and we'll be ready to take it off. Now that we have the screws out on both sides, what we need to do is take this portion of the fairing and just release it and pull it forward. And then what you do is you slide it to the right, and that allows it to release and come off. As you can see on the bottom of this, there are two slots. These two slots go over this bracket right here. So when we go to put it back on, we'll also put it on and then just slide it over to the left. But now we're ready to go ahead and change the windshield. The next thing that we're going to do is remove the screws from in front here on the windshield. I like to start from right to left. Just loosen these up. You'll also notice when you take these apart that on the 1500 that these grommet washers you'll see that are deeper on the two outside than they are on the three in the middle. So just be sure when you put them back in, you put the deep ones out here and the shallow ones on the three in the center. And then when you get to the last one, just be sure that you hang on to the windshield as you take this one loose. And then you're ready to take the windshield off. Now we're ready to put the windshield on. Today what we're doing is putting on the F4 Plus 4 windshield. What I like to do is start off with putting the center grommet in first. And as you can see, it's the shallower one, and it also has that type of a finish on the screw. There's two black finish screws that go on the outside. So if you have someone that can help you, or have a co-rider that would like to grab a hold of the windshield, it'd be great. They can hold it in place while we put the screws in. So we start with the center one. Put it in and just lightly snug it down. And then the windshield will stay in place while you put the other ones in. A lot of folks ride with the Plus 4 windshield because they really like the wind protection they get. And remember that the F4 windshield sheds rain so well that it is just amazing when you get into those inclement conditions. As you can see, I'm working my way out from the center with these. Also, the optical clarity. It is absolutely the most optical, perfect windshield on the market today. And when you ride with the F4 Plus 4 and you have to look through the windshield, it is like the windshield's not even there. So we'll put this last one, and as you can see, these are the deeper embosses that we put on the outside with the black screws. Okay, so just lightly with all these, they're fairly loose. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the windshield and we're going to put it in the full up position. Just like that. Once we have it in the full up position, then we start in the center and we tighten them down. They don't have to be overly tightened, just good and snug. And once we get this done, then we're ready to put the outside portion of the fairing or the cowling portion back on the motorcycle. Alright, now what we're ready to do is to put the front cowling back on. You just drop the slots over the bracket like this, set it down in place, and move it to the left. Once you do that, it locks itself in place and it's all done, ready to put the screws back in on the side. When you put these screws back in on the outside, be very careful that you don't cross thread them. It's very easy to do. So you just put the screw in here like this. I like to take my fingers and just start the screw like that. Then you can get on with the screwdriver. Go ahead and wind it in tight. And once you're done with that, then you can go ahead and pull the adjustment back down tight. Once that is done, then you're ready to put this outer trim back on. So pull the boot back out of the way, grab this trim, raise the trim up, and when you do, what you'll have to do is just bend the trim down and slide it up into place like this. Once it is, there's a little clip down here that goes over an embossed area. Once that's in place, you're ready to put the boot back down. If you find that this is a little difficult, you might want to get a little silicone and put around there when you go to put it back on. They usually don't go on too bad on the 1500s. Just take that boot, wrap it right back around like that. Once you're all done, just check it to be sure that it's nice and smooth, and you're all set, and you're ready to do it on the other side. Thanks for taking the time to listen to the install instructions on the F4 Customs 1500 Gullwing windshield. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call at 330-968-4644 or send us an email at sales@f4customs.com, and ride safe.